In this video, we've compiled the times undercover bosses found out their employee isn't getting paid. Without further ado, let's get started. Number 1. Kim and Deanna from Great Wolf Resorts.
How are we doing here? Would you like me to get your check for you? Oh, you haven't gotten it.
I'm not saying Chris is not good, but some people are just not cut out to be in the service industry.
I have a timber burger. I forgot to ask her how she
There you
wanted
go, go do it.
it. How did you want your timber burger done?
Do they want cheese?
Kim Schaefer, Great Wolf Resorts CEO, assumed the role of a new employee within her chain of indoor water parks, driven by a desire to identify any existing workplace issues that required attention. Kim's journey commenced at a restaurant in one of their parks where she teamed up with Deanna, a veteran server. During the course of their interactions, the topic of money surfaced, leading to an interesting conversation between the two.
I never really look on how much tip I make. I just pray.
It is what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't like it to ruin my day. I work doubles, and I'm like, pray that I walk out with something in my hand.
Right.
Deanna's sense of gratitude extended to simply walking out of the restaurant with any earnings, regardless of the minimal amount. Her willingness to appreciate even the smallest reward spoke volumes about her positive outlook and resilience. As the conversation deepened, Deanna felt comfortable enough to confide in Kim, sharing intimate details from her past. This act of trust not only showcased the strong connection they had formed, but also allowed Kim to gain valuable insights into Deanna's life and experiences.
Try and take your lead because you're always so friendly with people and take time for the kids.
That's what I need to do. You know, I lost my daughter about 11 years ago. My philosophy is live every single day like it's your last.
Despite enduring significant hardships in her life, Deanna remained resilient and maintained a positive outlook. She firmly believed that having already faced the worst, nothing else could deter her spirit. Through their meaningful exchange, Kim realized the importance of understanding her employees on a personal level, recognizing that each individual's unique journey contributes to the overall dynamics of the workplace. Later, when it was time for Kim to tell her employee who she really was, the CEO took the opportunity to express her heartfelt appreciation to Deanna, acknowledging the profound impact she made on her. Deanna's unwavering strength and inspirational attitude touched Kim deeply, leaving a lasting impression on the CEO.
You talked about your angel. You use her as an inspiration for how you live your life every day. I was so moved by that. And you reminded me of how precious that life is.
Kim's heartfelt concern for Deanna's well-being drove her to take decisive action in making a positive impact on her life. In a touching display of appreciation for Deanna's exceptional dedication and inspiring attitude, Kim offered a special arrangement that went above and beyond mere words. The genuine care and support behind this gesture left Deanna deeply moved, overcome with tears of joy.
Our brand promise is to make time for your family. So I really want to make time for your family.
Okay.
What I'd like to do is, instead of you working your second shift, I'd like you to stay home. So for the next 6 months, I'm gonna actually pay you to stay home.
Number 2. Rick and Savannah from Kendall Jackson.
So this entitled...
No, I don't know. I'll ask her. She's the... Yeah, yep, but it'll all be good.
A little bit rusty in the sales aspect.
Alexander Valley Chardonnay.
Really tough to all take in a really short period of time. It was very hectic, very busy. Times have changed since I was a salesperson. You know, they've come a long way and I just haven't kept up.
Kendall Jackson's CEO, Rick Tigner, donned a disguise to go to start working in his wine company, with the aim of gaining deeper insights into how it was being run and the well-being of its employees. Upon starting to work alongside Savannah, Rick initially felt assured due to his past experience in the role. However, he soon recognized that the dynamics of the job had evolved since his last involvement in it. Fortunately, having Savannah as a partner proved advantageous as she provided support and compensated for his areas of weakness.
Anything you bought today, you would get 50% off. There you go.
Boom.
It's very flexible, so let's just say you don't like Cabernet and it shows up in a shipment. You can change things around.
You know what? I will take this.
Savannah is a lady who knows her stuff. She knew a lot about wine, and she had a great reaction with the customers, and they reacted to her as well. They're in great hands here at Murphy Good Tasting Room.
Savannah's exceptional wine knowledge and ability to connect with customers impressed Rick. However, he was disheartened by what he discovered during a casual lunch. Despite her dedication and hard work, Savannah wasn't officially recognized as a regular employee, depriving her of rightful compensation. Rick felt a connection with Savannah, which only deepened further when she shared more of her life experiences with him.
You know, I've had
See, my mom passed away from a drug overdose as well.
Yeah.
So my dad was a single father, and so, you know, he's had his girlfriend. And then it was at the point where no one got along, and then they pushed me away, and they told me to leave, and so I did. And
So were you homeless?
I was homeless, yeah.
Rick was deeply moved by Savannah's determination and bravery in facing challenges. This prompted him to reflect on fair treatment and equitable practices, vowing to take immediate action to rectify the situation. He was determined to ensure that all deserving employees, including Savannah, received the recognition and benefits they deserved. During the big reveal, Rick decisively took action to ease Savannah's burdens by offering her a full-time job, recognizing the importance of stability and security in an employee's life. He assured her that her commitment to the company was highly valued. Beyond the practicality of the offer, Rick expressed profound gratitude to Savannah. He warmly acknowledged her as the driving force behind the positive changes within the company, as the dedication and passion she had shown her boss will lead to a lasting impact on the organization's culture.
You are now a full-time employee. That's a $5,000 raise. He's actually suspended 401ks. It's people like you that need benefits and have to think about their retirement. So as a company, we're actually going to restore the 401k in the next 30 days. How does that make you feel that that's because of you?
Number 3. Dina and Wayne from the Dwyer Group.
She's out there where maybe a quarter of it's sticking off the back. That's good. But now if you can't handle it, just...
I got it.
I was impressed with Faith. She didn't hesitate moving the water heater, dragging the old one out. And I think it's interesting that a woman would want to get into the plumbing industry. You know, if they can handle it, more power to them.
Chairman and CEO of the Dwyer Group, Dina Dwyer Owens, went undercover and joined her company's operations, which included plumbing, electrical work, appliance repair, and landscaping services. Her objective was to gain first-hand experience of her employees' daily routines, immerse herself in their work, and ensure the company's core values were effectively upheld. Dina began working at Mr. Rooter, a plumbing business within her company. During her time there, she was mentored by Wayne, who watched over her as she went through the job's various challenges. While working together, Wayne shared with Dina his personal reasons for considering Mr. Rooter a special and meaningful place to work. But despite his strong emotional bond with the business, he harbored discontent about certain activities happening behind the scenes.
At least 2 guys are back there raising Cain about their paychecks. They had a guy work 60 hours. When they gave him his paycheck, he owed them $21.20.
It's very frustrating to me to see here's a guy worried. He needs to be able to take care of his family, not worry about whether his paycheck's right or not. And we need to make a correction here.
Wayne confided in Dina, sharing that he frequently received incorrect pay, getting only about half of what he was rightfully owed. To his dismay, he also discovered that he wasn't the sole victim of this situation. He suspected that some unethical practices were occurring behind closed doors. This revelation deeply saddened Dina, as she had no desire for her company to be associated with such negative perceptions and dubious dealings.
I'm working with the technician, Wayne. He was just revealing to me some of his frustrations with his job. It seems like there's a compensation issue. The finance guy doesn't seem to have a lot of respect for his opinion.
Can't fix anything if we don't know about it. So
Exactly. We can't control everything a franchisee does, but we certainly want things to be done right.
Realizing the gravity of Wayne's concerns, Dina immediately excused herself from the conversation to personally contact the president of Mr. Rooter and ensure that the issues were promptly addressed. When it was time for Wayne to find out who he had really been working with, Dina guaranteed to him that his feedback and grievances would be taken seriously and given the utmost attention by the company. Her commitment to addressing the situation not only validated her employees' concerns, but also demonstrated her dedication to upholding the company's values and reputation.
You were very frank and upfront about the things that you were concerned about.
If I expect my check to be $1,000 and it's $500, somebody's got to explain some things to me.
So I talked to Mary Thompson, who's actually the president of Mr. Rooter. I said, Mary, I'd like you to just check into this because Wayne's sharing a concern with me, and I'm going to continue to follow what's happening in this relationship. And so we'll take care of all of these compensation issues.
Well, thank you.
Number 4. David and Wayne from Best Western.
I mean, obviously, in most kitchens, you want to be doing this just because...
I was going to say, I didn't think chefs did washing up.
Generally don't, but fortunately, it's just a session and people not hiring, so we have to do what we can.
In the UK edition of the show, Best Western CEO David Clark took on an entry-level position within his hotels and resorts brand. During a challenging time of recession, he saw this opportunity as a means to gain valuable insights on how the company could recover from the economic downturn. Immersing himself in the experience, David chose to work alongside Wayne, the kitchen's chef at one of their hotels. By doing so, he aimed to better understand the daily operations and challenges faced by the employees, fostering a deeper connection with the frontline staff and their experiences.
If you could work in a normal kitchen, you wouldn't be doing soups and stuff like that. Because there's only 2 of us, just help us out a little bit.
How many hours did you do last week?
I'm contracted to do 40, but I've done 40 plus overtime. Totally about 80 hours.
Do you get paid extra for that?
No. You know, most places are not paying overtime anymore.
Wayne found himself in a challenging situation where the kitchen was short-staffed, and as a result, he was burdened with an excessive workload. However, despite working long hours, he was not receiving fair compensation for his efforts. Adding to his struggles, Wayne had to endure less than optimal working conditions, making his job even more demanding.
Shouldn't there be a handle on this?
Yeah, it's just come off. Just put it down, just put it down, do it here.
You're not getting new equipment?
We try and use what we got, you know. We're down to one oven at the moment.
You're working long hours, got your equipment's a bit knackered. How can a chef be expected to cook when he hasn't got ovens that work?
Despite facing adverse conditions, Wayne continued to demonstrate unwavering diligence in his work, impressing David with his dedication. As the CEO, David realized that Wayne was severely undervalued within the company. When the reveal finally came and David disclosed his true identity to Wayne, he took the opportunity to commend and praise his passionate employee for his remarkable commitment and contributions to the company.
I spent 2 days in this hotel, Wayne, and I left feeling a complete lack of pride in that hotel being in Best Western. Despite the fact that you haven't got the resources, you're still delivering something the customer wants.
As David continued to speak, his genuine admiration for Wayne's unfaltering dedication and exceptional culinary talent became evident. To express his appreciation, David took it upon himself to make a heartfelt gesture, extending a generous offer to Wayne. This not only reaffirmed the chef's value within the company, but also showcased the organization's commitment to recognizing and nurturing the talents of its remarkable employees.
We would like you to go on a cooking course at our expense to inspire you and to do even more.
That'd be nice, you know what I mean? Because I do agree, I do think that restaurant is dynamite if it's done properly.
Number 5. Sheldon and Jen from Belfour.
Today I hope to find out if our crews are providing the services in a timely fashion.
Sheldon Yellen, the CEO of Belfour, a renowned company specializing in disaster recovery and property restoration services worldwide, went incognito to personally experience his employees' day-to-day work. At his new job, Sheldon connected with Jen, an experienced water technician who had been part of the Belfour team for several years.
Water damage just happened. Mold will start to grow after 72 hours. If we can get things dried out in the first 3 days, we're good.
Following their inspection of the interior of the house, Jen informed Sheldon that the next step in their work involved examining the insulation of the house, necessitating them to go underneath the floor. Both of them prepared by donning appropriate gear and entered a relatively small opening.
I don't think I'm claustrophobic, but I could tell you something. That is not a comfortable feeling being down there.
The insulation that's wet underneath the house will allow for mold to grow on the beams that are basically below the subfloor.
Upon resurfacing, Sheldon was astonished by Jen's incredible resilience as she handled the challenging task with apparent ease and calmness. In fact, she humorously dubbed Sheldon as the big fat baby for crawl spaces in recognition of his response to the tight spaces. Sheldon found it hard to believe that Jen tackled such tasks daily. After taking a break from their demanding work, Sheldon and Jen engaged in a conversation about more serious topics.
When I came to Belfour, I was hired as a cleaner. I got a promotion to be a water tech. It's a promotion. You should be getting a raise with a promotion. I'm still waiting for that raise, and that was almost a year ago now.
Jen attributed the insufficient pay she received after her promotion to corporate decisions. She pointed out that whatever corporate dictated was final, including imposing a raise freeze, which affected everyone's chances of getting higher pay. Despite this, she emphasized that she continued working at Belfour out of genuine enjoyment for her job. She also expressed that it wasn't fair to blame homeowners for the low payment she received. Contrary to Jen's beliefs, Sheldon defended his decision to implement the pay freeze, stating that it was intended to safeguard the well-being of the entire company. However, the burden of guilt became too much for him, leading him to make a daring and decisive move.
My name is Sheldon Yellen. I'm the CEO of Belfour. You're getting that raise that you want. And thank you for representing us the way you do.
Even after Sheldon disclosed his real identity to Jen, he requested her presence at the main office for a private meeting. As a result of this meeting, Sheldon decided to take a bold and significant action that would have far-reaching impact for Jen as well as the company.
I am making a personal commitment to have 6 town hall meetings a year with hundreds of our people at a time and letting them know that I want to get to know them.
Number 6. Larry and Jacqueline from Waste Management.
You wore boots, buddy.
Should I not wear boots?
That's all right. Hope you can keep up. Let's go. I'm a sneaker girl because I'm always usually running.
During the premiere episode of Undercover Boss, the president and COO of Waste Management, Larry O'Donnell, decided to disguise himself and join his own waste management and environmental services company as a regular employee. His purpose was to gain a first-hand experience of their operations and identify areas where improvements could be implemented. Larry had the opportunity to encounter Jacqueline, a multi-talented worker responsible for holding together the entire operation of the landfill she worked in with her various roles.
What is your job title?
Well, I have a couple job titles actually. Office manager, administrative assistant to Jeff Richardson, scale operator, scale supervisor, all the accounts payable, receivable, payroll.
So you're just going to show me one thing at a time, or?
I never do one thing at a time.
Jacqueline provided Larry with a glimpse of her demanding daily responsibilities, juggling multiple job titles. From handling mail and bill payments to returning to the main building to weigh loaded trucks, she had a lot on her plate. Larry was amazed by Jacqueline's impressive multitasking skills, finding it hard to comprehend how she handled such exhausting tasks every day. During their conversation, Larry and Jacqueline discussed various aspects, and it became evident to Larry that the company had been neglecting some of their talented employees.
I make the same amount of money for admin, doing dual roles or triple roles or quadruple roles. I don't even know how many.
Following their work shift, Jacqueline extended an invitation to Larry to join her for dinner at her home. It was an occasion that allowed Larry to meet the family of the remarkable woman whose support was vital for one of the company's landfills. But seeing Jacqueline's house up for sale due to their inability to meet the monthly payments saddened Larry deeply. When it was time for Larry to reveal who he really was, he sincerely thanked Jacqueline and offered her an extraordinary opportunity as a gesture of appreciation.
We're going to make you supervisor, and then you need to go hire your replacement so you can do more. You're going to become bonus eligible. That's going to result in a pretty nice pay increase for you.
I don't know what to say.
Number 7. Adrian and Mary from Shreveport.
Today I'm going undercover to see how morale is doing. I want to make sure that our employees are motivated to maintain our city as best as possible.
Adrian Perkins, who at the time of his appearance on the show was the mayor of Shreveport, Louisiana, was determined to transform his city, which had been facing significant challenges. In an effort to pave the way for a better future, he took it upon himself to investigate the issues affecting his employees. Thus, he assumed an undercover role working as a park maintenance person, responsible for overseeing an extensive area of 125,000 miles of city land and more than 60 parks, all while operating on a limited budget. During his time in this role, he closely shadowed Mary, an experienced park maintenance worker, to gain insights into the daily tasks and responsibilities that came with the job.
We're going to take Wayne over to teach him what driving the tractor could entail and what would be expected of him.
Mary patiently guided Adrian through the process of operating the tractor, ensuring he understood all the details despite the evident difficulties he was facing. Although Adrian managed to get the tractor moving, it was clear that he was feeling nervous, which is quite natural for someone using such a machine for the first time. Mary, however, maintained a positive outlook and persisted in mentoring Adrian, firmly believing that with time, he would grasp the necessary skills and become proficient in operating the tractor.
The park's employees don't just make our city beautiful, they also are expected to maintain their equipment.
First thing you're always supposed to do, we have these air filters. And with this wand, when you're trying to get dirt out, I'll let you do that.
Following a brief interval, Mary and Adrian engaged in a heartfelt conversation about life. During their exchange, Mary candidly opened up about her struggles. She revealed that she had been a single parent to twins for an extended period, enduring financial hardships. She even expressed her desire to return to school if circumstances allowed it. Mary went on to mention the substandard condition of the trailer where she and her children resided, explaining that the floor was in such disrepair that you could see the ground beneath it. Adrian was taken aback by Mary's story and couldn't help but feel saddened upon hearing about her difficult situation.
For me to, be the mayor of this city and to know that I have employees that are struggling in that manner, it's hard.
I feel like people are constantly walking around on eggshells thinking that they're going to lose their job.
During the big reveal, Adrian met with Mary, not as the worker she had trained, but as the mayor of the city where she worked. In this encounter, Adrian commended and expressed gratitude to Mary for her dedicated service to the city, recognizing her selflessness, commitment, and how she did all her great work without considering personal gains. He was genuinely delighted to have such a wonderful and caring employee like Mary contributing to the community. After another touching conversation with Mary, Adrian made the decision to reward her for the outstanding job she had been doing, acknowledging her hard work and dedication.
I've spoken to one of our local businesses. They're going to spend $6,000 not only to repair your roof, but also improving your trailer and providing you new furniture. And I've spoken to Louisiana State University of Shreveport about you, and they've agreed to grant, free of charge, a 4-year scholarship worth $36,000. How do you feel? Is that good? Is that good for you?
There's almost not words to explain.
These are just a few of the heartwarming moments in the show's history. Click now to see the best moments from Undercover Boss Season 6.